Imagine this. You're on a long road trip, tired, and all you want is a good night's sleep. You pull into a small, unassuming motel. That's exactly what Mark and Sarah did. They were just looking for a simple, one-night stay to break up their cross-country drive. They got the key to room 13, tossed their bags inside, and thought nothing of it. The room was basic, maybe a little dated, but it seemed clean enough. They were exhausted and fell asleep almost instantly, but their peaceful rest didn't last long. Around 2 a.m., Sarah was jolted awake by a loud bang. It sounded like their room door had been slammed shut, but when she looked, it was still closed and locked, just as they'd left it. She tried to dismiss it. Maybe it was the pipes, or a door down the hall. She nudged Mark, but he was fast asleep. As she lay there, listening to the silence, a chilling whisper seemed to crawl out from the corner of the room. It was faint, indistinct, but it was definitely there. Her heart started pounding in her chest. Trying to rationalize it, she told herself her mind was playing tricks on her. But then, she saw it. A tall, slender shadow detached itself from the wall near the bathroom and glided silently across the room, disappearing into the opposite wall. It was a solid, dark shape, not just a trick of the light. Now she was truly terrified. She shook Mark awake, frantically whispering about what she'd seen and heard. He was skeptical at first, mumbling that she was just having a nightmare. But as he sat up, they both heard it. A distinct, slow, scratching sound coming from inside the closet. Scrape, scrape, scrape. It was deliberate, rhythmic, and undeniably inside the room with them. Then, the TV flickered on by itself, displaying nothing but static, filling the room with a deafening white noise. Mark, no longer a skeptic, looked at Sarah with wide, panicked eyes. The friendly, generic art on the wall seemed to stare back at them with a newfound menace. The air grew heavy and cold, so cold they could see their breath. That was the last straw. The scratching from the closet got louder, more frantic. The static from the TV seemed to morph into distorted whispers. They didn't even bother to pack. Mark grabbed the car keys. Sarah grabbed her phone, and they burst out of the room, not even stopping to close the door behind them. They sprinted to their car, fumbling with the keys in their haste. As they sped out of the parking lot, Sarah glanced back at room 13. For a split second, she swore she saw a dark figure standing in the doorway, watching them leave. They drove for an hour in stunned silence. Before pulling over, they tried calling the motel, but the line just rang and rang. The next morning, they called again and got through to the front desk clerk. When they explained why they fled in the middle of the night, the clerk sounded completely unfazed, almost bored. "Oh, room 13, he said calmly. "Yeah, we get complaints about that one sometimes. Noises, things moving. Most people just ask for a different room." He offered no explanation, no apology. It was as if a haunted room was just a minor inconvenience, like a leaky faucet. Were Mark and Sarah just overtired travelers whose imaginations ran wild? Or did they spend a night in a room with something else, something that didn't want them there? The motel staff's casual reaction is almost as creepy as the events themselves. It suggests this has happened before, and it will happen again. What do you think? Would you have stayed the night? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this spooky story, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more. Stay safe out there.